Now, your First Alert 5 weather.
And welcome back, everyone. After a windy end to the weekend, a windy day today that prompted a few more fires here in El Paso County. We are upping the ante tomorrow. Fire weather risk expected to be extreme in some parts of the News 5 viewing area. Also looking at the potential for dangerous to damaging wind gusts. Main impacts, I think, will be blowing dust in the plains, blowing snow for the mountains. Also the potential for tipped semis and other hazards to larger vehicles like SUVs. So travel likely to be impacted at times through tomorrow evening. High wind warning, that means that the potential does exist for these damaging gusts in effect already for the mountain areas. It goes into effect at midnight for Teller and Fremont counties and 6 a.m. for the Plains and El Paso and Pueblo counties. We're talking about peak gusts as high as 70 to even 80 miles per hour for the Plains. Some of those gusts could be in excess of 100 miles per hour up across the higher mountain summits. Along with the wind, we do have red flag warning conditions expected as relative humidity will be down into the teens. So not as dry as what we saw yesterday, but since the wind will be so strong, again, if a fire were to break out, you could see extreme fire weather behavior because of that wind. Also dealing with some winter weather alerts, the purple winter weather advisories. These areas could see as much as 4 to 8 inches of snow. In the pink shaded area, the warned area, we could see more than a foot, especially across the eastern San Juans by the time Wednesday afternoon rolls around. Right now in the Springs, it is still windy. The winds have yet to fully relax. Seeing sustained winds at 17 at the airport. Humidity finally recovering some at 22%, but it's a mild Monday night, 60 degrees outside in town, 62 the current temperature in Pueblo. This is a very dynamic, very large system. I don't think it'll do what we saw back on the 15th of December when that was that real strong and significant damaging event in the Springs. But I do think we will see some of those stronger gusts this time around down into the southern I-25 corridor. Moisture already filling in advance of that system, getting some snow showers building across our state's central and northern mountains. So if yard work was on the agenda for tomorrow, I would put it off until we see some calmer conditions. High wind warnings, and in the Pikes Peak region, gusts up to 60, even 65 miles per hour. Take a look at the future wind gust here. 9 a.m. tomorrow. I can't believe this, but it looks like most of the models are showing gusts up over 90 for Walsenburg, Levita, likely to catch up at some point by around the lunch hour. And check out those lunch hour gusts here. 65 Woodland Park, up above 60 in the Springs and 50 to 60 in Monument. 3 o'clock, the gust really not weakening up north, but finally to the south, getting a little bit of relief with those gusts down to around 40 to 60 instead of 70 to 90 plus. Then by around sunset tomorrow evening, most of the warnings should be allowed to expire as calmer conditions at least move in for a couple of hours. As for snow, most of it will stay in the mountain areas, but I think could get a quick shot here, especially into Teller County, Cripple Creek to Woodland Park. Might see a light dusting to an inch or two. That's on Tuesday. Another round possible Wednesday, although most of that moisture, again, expected to stay up across the mountain areas. All right, so let's do a breakout on this super 7-day forecast as we have some significant weather heading our way. It is worth repeating, very windy with high fire danger and some very strong gusts in the foothills. You could see gusts tomorrow 60 to 80. Behind the cold front Tuesday night, Wednesday's much colder. Wind gusts Wednesday afternoon, I'd say up around 30 to 50 miles per hour. Still breezy Thursday, and then one day with some calmer wind Friday before the windy conditions. Potential high fire danger risk returns over the weekend. For Pueblo, 45 to 65 mile per hour gust. Still windy, cooler Wednesday, breezy Thursday, warming up Friday through the weekend. Canyon City will be above average with windy conditions and isolated showers possible Tuesday. Below average Wednesday, but warming up through the rest of the 7-day period. Woodland Park, very windy with some snow developing here during the day on Tuesday. Wednesday, morning flurries also possible. Lots of wind expected at least through the upcoming week. Diane?
Alan, thank